name's Allie Bevins. I'm a self-designed major in history and political thought, and I have minors in GIS and religious studies, and I'm a senior here at Defiance College. So I'm working with Dr. Caldwell's research group on Irish famine. We were looking at immigration loans and how we can look at those loans to predict whether people who stayed in Ireland, whether they lived, they died, kind of their quality of life. So I would say that this research project is basically, we're using GIS, which is it stands for Geographic Information Systems, which is basically like building maps with computers. So I like to explain it as, we use Google Maps to look right? And so it's like putting data on top of Google Maps to see different things or that data. So that's what we're doing. And so that's kind of that's what I actually have told my grandma. So then he's kind of just bringing in the historical context of it to say, hey, we're using GIS to look at famine-era loans, to think about how these people live, if their condition in the famine improved or not. I think that it's really important to take into account other ways of understanding things for different disciplines or kind of just different methodologies. I've taken some time this summer to read some books that have just kind of been on my list to read for a while that I haven't got to look at over the semester because I've just been too busy reading other things. So that paired with this project, I think, has really maybe shifted my academic focus a little bit. Like I was pretty nestled in history and going to grad school for history, and I think I might actually shift it towards political science. I'm not sure. But I think just thinking about different ways, like we displays how we all try to understand this. Human activity, or according to who we are and what we are, why. I think that's something like we'll summit. Absolutely 100% do this. So I was a sophomore when I first started this, and I was in the water quality program, and so I got to work with Dr. Brown, which is amazing. But I was in history at the time, so you might think that water quality has nothing to do with history, and like, why would you ever do this? But I got to work in a lab. I got to learn like all sorts of water sampling techniques. To me, understanding how the discipline, how you work with things, how you do things, so you understand data, and then like how it intersects with history. And like my project was a historical analysis of the Mummy watershed, so it also kind of took a historical focus on what the project was. So even if it's not related directly to what you're doing, I don't think it is. There's always ways that you can relate it to your discipline or even find something that you really value and go to.
If your research project had a movie title, what would it be?
Probably data, spreadsheets, maps, so on.